Not as bad as it was out there now.
Huh? Oh.
The weather.
Right. No, it isn't actually.
How are your folks?
Okay.
Are they here?
My dad's in the shed, I think.
You think?
I just arrived myself.
Ah, right. Probably lucky I caught you then. I suppose the plan was actually...
What?
Was to get your number and call you off your parents.
Right.
And call you.
Why?
Well, I wanted to ask if you might want to go for a drink or something at some point.
A drink in a pub?
Yeah.
Why?
Or a coffee, maybe. Well, to talk about Belinda.
Right. You know what? I wouldn't really be into doing that, Gary.
Oh. Why not?
I just wouldn't.
Okay.
But if you want to say what you want to say right now,
Okay. Well, is that okay?
that's fine.
All right. Well, do you mind if I sit?
Go ahead.
All right. Do you mind if I take my coat off, actually? Cool. So, what did you think of the funeral?
What did I think of it?
Yeah, how do you think it went?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was pretty good, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Well, like, well attended.
Right.
I actually never realised she had that many friends.
Well, she was pretty well liked.
No, I know. A lot of sadness there.
In the church?
And later on at the burial.
Right.
And the afters, whatever.
There was alright.
I have to say, I've been finding it pretty hard to cope these last few days, as I'm sure you have.
Ah.
I've been feeling pretty bewildered, to be honest, because I never saw it.
Right.
I mean, at all. I saw it coming, like. And I wanted to ask you, I suppose, if she ever gave you any indication.
Of what?
Well, as to why she did it.
Right.
I mean, was she depressed or
Was she depressed?
upset about something? Because I never saw it.
No?
I never saw anything, seriously. I'm in the dark, Adele. I mean, I know you and I have had our difficulties, our differences, or, have had in the past, but I thought if we could put that aside and our mutual grieving,
What?
our mourning of her, because we loved her, didn't we?
Yeah.
In our different ways.
Well, I know I did.
But what do you mean?
What?
You say that like you're saying I didn't.
Well, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
You didn't love her.
Why would
You couldn't have.
you go and say something like that? I mean, you don't know how I feel.
I know how you treated her.
How?
You abused her, Gary.
What?
Come on.
I abused her?
Yes. The whole time you were together, you treated her like...
I didn't.
You fucked like shit. You fucking did.
What? How the hell would you know anyway?
How would I know?
Yeah.
I was her best friend, Gary. God, do you think she...
Look.
Hang on. Do you think she never told me things?
Like what?
Like everything.
Everything? Like what does she tell you?
She told me how you demeaned her.
Demeaned her?
Yes. Every chance you got. She told me about your lies, about your constant... Your manipulations. I heard it all from her, Gary.
Adele?
I heard about the things you made her do.
What things?
You know what I'm talking about.
Listen to me.
She fucking despised them.
Listen. I'm pretty pissed off for one, she divulged such...
Well, she did.
Such intimate stuff, such private stuff, and for two, she didn't despise them, she liked them.
She pretended to like, and she didn't even, Gary. She endured them, that's all. She allowed them, and knew better than to refuse and knew better than to complain for fear.
And you knew better?
Yes.
For fear of what?
Of you leaving her if she did, because she knew she only ever had you by the skin of her... Didn't she?
Didn't she what?
Only ever had you by the skin of her teeth.
No.
That's a lie.
She didn't. We wouldn't have been together so long if she did.
Gary.
What would we? I mean, no, fuck you, Adele. You know nothing about our relationship except what Belinda told you.
Exactly.
Nothing about how I felt for her. Nothing about how I feel now that she's gone.
Oh, stop, would you?
And how can you look at me and
What?
see my devastation and
Your devastation?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're mildly fucking put out at most. You never cared for her. All she was to you was your fucking...
What was she?
I don't know, your lapdog?
My Adele?
Your victim? The things you did, I swear, how could you have had anything but contempt for her?
The things we did. Adele, the things we did were consensual.
No.
And if they weren't, then she should have...
She couldn't.
Well, she should have said, well, that's her fucking problem.
It was.
What?
It was her fucking problem, Gary. She's dead.
I know she is. Let me tell you something, can I?
Yes.
Can I tell you something?
Go on.
All right, well, sit down, will you?
What?
Sit down for a minute.
Well, sit down for a minute now.
All right. All right. So I did sometimes, like, fair enough, not treat her well. I'll admit it.
Right.
I'm admitting it, right? But can I tell you the truest thing, Adele? And this is from the bottom of my heart, all right? Okay? Because sometimes a person loves another person so much and needs that love returned so much that they mistreat that person. You know why?
Why?
And this is me, I'm saying. Well, because deep inside, they don't believe they're worthy.
What?
I'm telling you, and they continually, they test the other person, they push and they absolutely treat that person badly, and then they say, well, if she can put up with that, then maybe she does.
What?
Love me. Maybe she actually does, you know, I mean, and I know it's a terrible way to treat a person, I do, but it comes from seriously, the deepest fucking insecurity, the deepest terror, Adele, of not being loved, of not, like I said, being worthy of love. I mean, I don't know, because...
Gary?
What?
Just stop, alright?
Adele.
You know something? There's always a straw.
A straw.
A final straw. And to hell with your insecurity. Jesus, if you hadn't cut her fucking arm off, she still would have went to the ends of the earth for you. If you hadn't plucked her eyes out, I mean, she loved you to an...
Yeah, and I love her, Adele.
To an unbelievable fucking degree, and she proved it 1,000 times fucking over what she suffered from you.
Adele.
Hang on now. With what she endured. But the thing you have to realise, Gary, is that the reward for that endurance, the one thing that made her capable of it, was the fact that you were hers. Do you understand?
No.
Was the fact that you were hers. That you belonged to her, Gary. And as long as you did, she killed... You know why she killed herself?
Why?
Because she knew she'd lost you.
What?
That's why.
Because she knew she'd lost me?
Yes.
But she hadn't lost me, Adele. What the hell are you...
Who was the other girl?
What are Fucking Donna?
Was that her name?
Ah, Jesus, that was just a suggestion.
Well, that suggestion did it, Gary. Share you with her?
Yeah.
Are you fucking mad? Did you love her?
Donna.
Yes.
No, I didn't. I don't give a fuck about Donna.
Well, Belinda said otherwise, Gary.
What?
Belinda told me that you said you were in love with her.
That I said?
Yes.
Well, that's bullshit, Adele. I mean, I told her maybe I cared for the girl.
Oh, come on.
But love her? No. The way I did Belinda? Absolutely not.
So why did you want them?
I told you.
Want them to share you?
I told you it was a test. I needed to confirm.
Her love for you?
Yes. Do you get me now?
To test it?
Yes. And you know what this is? It's so fucked up, I know.
It is.
But you know what this is, Adele? A purging.
A what?
To admit all this, to confess. It's a purging. And this may sound completely fucking mad, but I'm grateful. For the opportunity. Yes, to you for giving me it.
Gary?
What?
Can I ask you a really serious question?
Well, of course you can.
Do you have some kind of fucking autism or something?
What are you talking about?
Something that prevents yourself from seeing beyond yourself. Like when someone's in pain. Can you see that they're in pain?
Of course I can.
But does it mean anything to you?
Yes.
So how can you be so cruel, so self-fucking-centred as
Fuck
to...
you, I told you.
What did you tell me?
Forget it, I'm not going to tell you again.
You killed her, Gary. You made her life a fucking misery and a daily fucking misery, and then you killed her. You're fucking, and you know you did. You're a scumbag.
Fuck you.
You're a disgrace. And you know what?
You're a fucking bitch, Adele.
You know what? Maybe I am. But you know what? If you were in any way capable of shame, which I can see you're not, you'd be hanging your fucking head right now. You wouldn't be here because you wouldn't be able to show your fucking face. Now could you go, please? I really don't want to talk to you anymore.
Fair enough. I loved her.
So you keep insisting.
I did. And what she did is going to haunt me for the rest of my fucking...
Good.
My life. And you're the one who's autistic, Adele. If you can't show any sympathy for, or, you know, any understanding of other people's pain, you're the one who's fucked up.
How's the car, by the way?
The car?
Yeah.
Why?
No, just... It must be great not to have to pay back the 15 grand you borrowed off her to pay for it. Although you were never going to. Were you?
You know what, Adele?
What?
I could never fucking abide you.